Most people view the police department as what they see on media.
There's a certain perception that maybe some law enforcement come into a community that they're not familiar with.
You have people that love you, and you have people that just want nothing to do with you.
It's like people don't trust us, they don't tell us anything.
To walk past certain police officers and nod, there's a stiffness sometimes.
Sometimes I'll say good morning to a police officer and they'll snap at me for no particular reason.
That's where you have chaos. That's where you're going to have abuse.
And that starts a lot of frustrations for the police officer and for the people in the community.
So until we begin the dialogue and all sit at the table, things are going to be or appear to be chaotic in this city because we're not talking to each other.
You are coming into the profession at this time when we need you. We need your dedication. We need your commitment. We need your passion. We are engaged in a major effort, a major undertaking, to heal wounds with communities that feel that we have not done enough to keep them safe. In these next 6 months, you will work with field training officers, with partners, community members who have volunteered to greet you, to help introduce you to that community, to keep you monitored, to keep you mentored, to keep you partnered up, because it's essential that your experience be different than so many of your predecessors.
When we got the wish list in the academy, what were you gonna go? I put down Manhattan and Transit.
Everything on my wish list was either Manhattan or Queens.
Coming out, I was a little anxious because I felt like I came on the job at a rough time.
Of course, nervous, growing up upstate, obviously the South Bronx is a totally different environment.
I was afraid to say hello. I was afraid to, to just interact with everybody.
I'm gonna have to deal with people disliking me. I've never been disliked before in my life, like by so many people, just for me putting on a suit or doing my job.
We're in a very difficult time right now, but there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. We launched a new program which will help bridge the gaps between the newly assigned officers and the community that you'll be serving. It's called the NYPD Community Partner Program. This program is going to help us get a better understanding of the different neighborhoods we patrol, the cultures that we have to understand, and the people that we have to learn how to respect going forward. You'll be surprised when you get to know the people that you work with, the ones that you serve, how successful you can become as a New York City police officer. I tell you, this program is awesome. It's called the Community Partner Program, and it's really going to pay dividends. We have community residents working with the newly assigned cops, and they're developing a relationship, and at the end of the day, it's really going to develop a level of trust with everybody involved.
Right off the bat, the community leaders do come out. My first day at the command, I didn't even have a locker yet, but at least 2 community leaders did come in, introduce themselves.
They had the community leaders take us out, shake hands with the local business owners, even the street vendors we know face to face, name by name.
They've been here, they grew up here, they know everything, the churches, the schools.
The store owners, the business owners, the people that live in their homes.
It was like they were holding our hands.
We bring them out, we walk with them through the community, we introduce them to the community, not only leaders, but some of the children, some of the elders.
We went through the whole spiel. I gave them the whole spiel about why I do what I do and where I come from and why I want to make change in my community. And it was funny because the people in the community were like, what the heck are you doing, Reverend? Where you walking with the police? You
I went to the barber shop and said, what's going on? I saw you with all these police. So yeah, we're taking them to the community, introduce, so they can see.
And people didn't understand at first. They didn't understand. They didn't understand until we started to explain to them. And then they started to see how it was beneficial to the cohesiveness of the community.
We're sincere about cleaning up our community, and these officers are the ones that we depend on and helping us for the quality of life that we want to live.
I would say maybe 10 years ago, police were kind of tunnel vision. They were looking for specific people, they were looking at specific crimes, and they were addressing those. But now policing is kind of generalized where everybody's in your view. Everybody's a part of what you do. The kid going to school, the seniors going to the senior centers, even the people just going to the grocery store. They're all a part of what you do. You have the equipment, you have the training that you were given in the academy, but also the people become a part of the tools that you use. Get to know the children, the elderly, because the children will tell you the things that most teenagers or young adults will not tell you. Children have not bought into this idea of snitching. So when they see something wrong, they'll be happy to tell you.
One young man over on the other side said to me, so, you know, one of the things we should do is have a relationship with the cops other than when we're getting arrested.
Morning, ladies. How's everything? That's good. That's good. Enjoying the day?
It doesn't always have to come off as, you know, let me see your license, you know, let me see your identification. Just talk to people, you know, being yourself and being personable with the community will only benefit you.
The little things go a long way, like just a simple head nod or smile just to acknowledge that they're there. Goes a long way. You'd be really surprised. You don't have to be, you know, a stone-faced statue on the corner not talking to anybody.
Try not to be so textbook, be more personable, be yourself. Don't try to be anything other than that, and people will relate to you more.
People come up to me and they talk to me and I talk to them back and we interact, and you can see in their faces that they like to talk to you and they like to interact. They just sometimes they feel afraid to talk to cops.
The kids, they want to interact with the police. They want to have a good relationship with the police, but it's not us against them. We need to find common ground. We need to see this on a daily basis. This is the only way this is going to build.
If we working here for years, we see kids growing up, you see the same people walking to school, you see the same people walking to work. Just by stopping and having some type of communication with them, hey, have a nice day at work, and they be like, hey, you too, thank you, be safe. Oh yeah, you too, have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night. That you communicating, helping the community by becoming closer. They be like, oh, I can relate with officers around my area.
I think the balance comes when police start to see themselves as part of the community, not just working in the community, that they also have a vested interest here. If they have the mindset that this could be where I live and I want this to be a safe place.
Law enforcement needs that. They need to build a relationship within the community which they serve, but not a biased relationship, because they still need to be police officers. Because at the end of the day, if I need a cop, I don't want a social worker showing up. I want a cop, but I want a cop that is understanding of the community, that's known by the community, by his humanity, and not feared by the community. And the only way that's going to happen is that we build better relationships.
You have to change that perception, and you can only do it one interaction at a time. There is no one cure for all of it, but it has to begin somewhere, and it should begin with you. Each and every day that you suit up, you have to believe, not only tell yourself, but you have to believe that you're gonna make a difference. You're gonna make a difference for the better of the community. Maya Angelou once said that people may not remember what you say to them, but they'll always remember how you treat them. And that's going to be important for you on this job.